Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Today we are cooking something perfect for the colder autumn days, which are nearly winter. It is called mango chicken curry. It serves 6. Here's what we need. So we're going to do this one on the stove top. Normally if I had a bit more time, I would try and do this one in a slow cooker. But because half the day's already gone and I want to get this going before I head out to the gym, I'm going to do it on the stovetop today. So quite simply, all we're going to need is a very large saucepan. Give it a spray because you'll thank me when it comes time to wash it. Come on in, I'll talk you through these ingredients. Okay, so here's what we're going to need. 1 onion, which we've chopped up. I've gone with 2 smaller ones. I find the smaller ones tastier, and that way I could choose 2 smaller onions as opposed to 1 large one. 1 teaspoon of cumin, should have just enough in there. 1 teaspoon of curry powder. 825-gram can of chopped tomatoes. Now, where I work, we don't sell the large tins. I do know what they are. So I am doing 2 of the 400-gram tins, and these are Italian ones. Here we go, 2 of them. And they got the ring pull on them, so I'm happy I don't need the can opener. We're also going to need 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Got a lot in there. 1 tablespoon of honey, which I'm currently trying to soften in hot water because it solidifies. But I could see it liquefying, so it's all good. It won't be too long before I can use that one. 1/2 cup of mango chutney. I had to go on a little bit of a world tour to get some more mango chutney. I knew I had some of the Master Foods one in the fridge, and I knew I didn't have enough, so I wanted to match like with like, but I was prepared to mix them if I had to. So we've got 1/2 cup ready to go in there. Yum. 600 grams of chicken diced. I asked my butcher for 600 grams of diced chicken breast, so that should be in here. 1 cup of chopped green beans. If I didn't have some still in the freezer, I would have brought fresh ones from where I work, so that is there, 1 cup. And 1 tablespoon of olive oil, which was not listed in the ingredients, but it was listed in the steps. So still got my bottle of olive oil with the date on it when I opened it. So it's going well. All right, so it's really straightforward, this one, because we're pretty much just putting everything into the pot, same way as if we do a slow cooker, but it's only going to take about 20 minutes to simmer. And then we're going to cook some rice to go with it. So let's go. Okay, so first of all, we're going to get our pan nice and hot and add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now, because my tablespoons are going to be used up, I'm using 2 1/2 tablespoons, which you don't need to be a mathematician to realise is going to make 1 tablespoon anyway. Beautiful. And if I didn't mention at the beginning, you will also need a stirring stick, aka wooden spoon. Boop. All right, let's grab our onion and get into it. So in goes our chopped up onion. And we're going to mix this around for a little bit just to get it nice and golden. There we go. Break it up on the way. So as I say, 1 onion or 2 small ones. Or if you don't like a lot of onion, just go 1 small one. I picked them up and I thought, no, we'll give it a bit more onion this time. Technically, I probably should have just gone with 1 onion, but I went with 2 small ones. All right, so we're going to give this a little bit of time, and then we're going to get the next ingredient ready. Okay, so next up will come the 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, which, as I said, we'll cross our fingers I've got enough. I surprisingly use this spice quite a bit. Yes, I do have enough. Probably got about maybe half a teaspoon to a teaspoon left. And then we need our 1 teaspoon of curry powder. Give it a stir first. Keep the heat up just for a little bit while we're trying to get everything aromatic, as they say. And in goes our 1 teaspoon of curry powder. Now I must say I do like the packets because I can get the teaspoons in, but I also like Aldi's ones because I can also get a teaspoon in. But for my spice rack, I really do need them in the jars. And the good thing with those packets is you can buy them and fill up your jars with them. Oh, that's really smelling good. Yum. All right, I'm going to back the heat off a little bit now to number 2, which is about a third of the way. That's low to medium heat. All right, what's next? Add our chopped tomatoes, white vinegar, honey, and chutney. All right. Now these chopped tomatoes look amazing. I'm going to do the deglazing of the tins. Oh, wow. Really good. There we go. Look at that. All right. I'm just going to put a little bit of water in to deglaze the tins. It'll be fine because we're going to simmer it anyway. But you can be smart when you do this because you go from one tin to the other. So you're not putting a heap of extra water in. That's it. Into that one. Beautiful. Okay, what was the next thing? White vinegar was 2 tablespoons. Beautiful. Look at that. That looks so good. And it's not even cooked yet. Some honey. We want 1 tablespoon. Let's hope that it's ready to go. It looks fine. I purposely done it in this spoon so that I can mix it in with this spoon if I have to. Yes, I probably could just unscrew the lid, but that would be smart. A little bit more, come on. Oh, jeepers. Come on. All right. We'll deglaze that by doing this. That was painful. But at least I got some honey out of it. Back into the pantry where it can solidify until further requirements is needed. All right, and then the last thing was the chutney. Yum. All right. I'll have to deglaze that as well. We're deglazing everything today. All right. I'll get a spoon to help us with that one. This is why I keep a lot of teaspoons in the kitchen. Just helps scrape things. All right, that is already smelling amazing, and we don't even have chicken in it yet. Give it another stir. Okay, let's see what we're up to. We are going to simmer for 5 minutes before we put the chicken in. Now, while this is simmering away beautifully, we are going to do the rice in the microwave using the absorption method. If you don't want to do it this way, you can do it on the stovetop, or you can buy those little pouches that you can get where you tear a little hole in the side and you cook them in the microwave. They come out pretty good as well if you don't want to do this. So I'm going to do the absorption in the microwave for 5 minutes and then stir it. Okay, so next up we're going to get our chicken. We're going to get ready to put that in. We're going to set a timer for 15 minutes. And then when that goes off, we're going to put the beans in for the rest of the cook. Okay. Just drop it in. There we go. Delicious. All right, we're going to give that a good stir through. Crank it up so it's nice and hot. And I'll see you in 15 when it's time to put the beans in. Okay, so if you was in my kitchen just then, you would have heard the buzzer go off, but you're not. So that is the buzzer to say pop it on for the final 5 minutes and add your green beans. It is smelling so good. I've given the rice just the 5 minutes and I've popped the lid on it because I will be serving this up later. I can't wait to sit down and watch a movie and have this and just relax before I get back into my working week again. So I'll check in with you in 5 minutes and we'll be ready to dish up. Okay, so the buzzer is literally about to go off. This looks absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to put a lid on it to dish it up later. So thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. This has been mango chicken curry. Enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.